finance. God bless, no, it's not by chance. Don't dab me, you're not my man. Don't at me, you're not my man.
The Big Voice, KWTN 100.9 FM.
Alright, KWTN 100.9 FM. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Winnebago Talks on a beautiful Tuesday here. My name is Garan Coons, also known as DJ Guaranteed, and appreciate you guys tuning in. I want to introduce and have her introduce herself and say hello to the good folks. Co-host here, DJ Bethani, go for it.
Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. I hope everybody's having a pleasant day so far.
Yes.
And so I'm Bethany Redhorn, Communications Office Manager for the Big Voice Radio. I am DJ Bethany.
All right. So we have a whole plethora, and a whole heap of information to get out there. We are going to talk about the Winnebago Indian news. They had an issue come out, and the question of the issue was pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. And I will talk about it a little bit later on, but it was regarding casinos. All right. So we have an anniversary coming around the corner, so we'll kind of talk about that a little bit. We also have, I heard there was something called a blizzard storming around here somewhere. I think I got lost and stuff, but we're going to have to get that public service information on out. We have the Bagel Bits with none other than Tyler Snake, the Win Office Manager. We got Did You Know with DJ Bethany. We got some good ones.
Yeah.
We kind of telling me a little bit about them and stuff, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Ho Chunk Renaissance has some events coming on up, and hopefully they send a representative on over. We have the controversial topic of ref bias in some of these contests that we have been witnessing and experienced. We want to get into a discussion about that. And then we're going to end today's with The Answer Is. Now, we're being pulled in all kind of directions here because we had some meetings. We have the cyber training that Tyler is going to step out. She's going to cover that one. We have Winnebago Talks, so it's good to be busy, and thank you guys for joining. So we're going to try to give you some information of what's going on in Winnebago, and I'd like to have our other guests kind of recognize and say hello to the good folks out there. So we'll start over here with Mr. Brian Chamberlain. Okay,
it's going to be 4.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Brian Chamberlain, editor for the Winnebago Indian News, MCBKC at KWTN 100.9 FM.
All righty. Also,
good morning, everybody. I am Tyler Snake, the Winnebago Indian News Office Circulation Manager.
okay.
And reigning employee of the month.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, Tyler.
Shy.
Yes. Yes, she is
You
the...
need that? Yeah!
Yeah, we need some sound effects, you know what I mean? But let's see if I got one. I got a little one in there. Yeah. There you go. But yeah, congratulations, you're the employee of the month for the Winnebago Tribe, you know.
Thank you.
And I know that the department head directors will be talking about employee of the year for 2024. That'll be coming up, and so we're excited and anticipating who that person is going to be. Mm-hmm. Just to kind of give you a heads up, this year is going to be a female.
Ooh.
Yeah, because all the nominees and all the awardees for Employee of the Month, and what happens is if you get Employee of the Month, then you get nominated for Employee of the Year. So it's kind of a tiers process and stuff, but it's all of them are females.
Awesome.
Yeah, so good
Sounds
luck,
rigged
ladies.
to me.
Alrighty, guys. Okay, so let's get back to it. Winnebago Indian news. Bagel Bits.
Real quick, I'll just talk about some of the events that happened around town. Kind of covered the Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare Systems Movement is Medicine Walk. They had a good turnout, a lot of attendees at the
Land of Wellness,
LOW.
yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew the acronym, didn't know the name. But yeah, they had some nice sweatshirts.
Right, and I think that they had some food there too. I mean, it was healthy food because March is National Nutrition Month.
Yes.
So to kind of
really?
do some of the things around that. I think they have some other events coming up as well.
Yeah, they always got a lot of stuff going on. And because yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, it's not Land of Wellness, it's Land O Wellness.
There you go. Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day to those that Did anybody find any gold, or hopefully you didn't find that leprechaun?
You know what? Yesterday, I was joking with my mom. I was like, somebody must have had too much green beer or whatever the joke is for that, because I seen a high-speed car chase yesterday.
Yikes!
I seen like 16 cop cars chasing it.
Wow.
Really?
Mhm. I'm not even exaggerating. My mom's seen it too. My mom can vouch for me.
What else were you doing in Macy? No.
Was it in Sioux City, or?
It was in Sioux City.
Okay, yeah. I just don't understand car chases and stuff. Maybe you just. I don't know. Anyways, we're not gonna get into it.
I do.
Keep going.
One more kind of covered the first event this is talking about the second event of the 911
Yes.
numbers on the houses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a picture of the first one because I didn't get a picture of the second one, but nonetheless, just make sure if you live in Winnebago and you want to have your official address for, if you need to call 911 for an ambulance or something's happening or a fire, any of those important things, or even your packages. So make sure to get that updated.
Yep. And we'll have to get a report on how that event went and how many people haven't been able to update their addresses and everything too, because it affects where your mail comes from. You're gonna have to change. I don't know if you're gonna have to change your license and stuff, but we do offer free IDs still for enrollment, and I know that's gonna be concluding here. But we got a report over 700 tribal members went and got a ID, a tribal ID. They either updated or whatnot and stuff, so that was very admirable, and thank you to the enrollment department for providing that service. Keep going.
One more, it's kind of just a recap of Jared Doxey. He was featured on ABC KCAU 9 News.
Yeah.
On the Champion Chat Spotlight.
Congratulations, the first ever. He's only a junior too. Yeah. So we'll see what happens next year, and a lot of high hopes for him, and they're starting to eye kind of like the college level and stuff. So see what happens.
Yeah. If you want a recap of the win or read more about the Bagel Bits, you can check out our Facebook page or the website. We have the archive tab.
Okay. All right. And then it's also posted on you guys' Winnebago Indian News Facebook page.
Yes.
Hey, you guys been doing a good job on your Facebook page. You guys also did the old photographs.
Yes. A different website shared quite a few photographs of, Ho-Chunk people, both in Wisconsin and in Nebraska, and we captured them and reshared some of them in a 3-part series last week. And so that series will continue on because there are a lot of photographs, and we didn't want to inundate, everyone so they missed some. So round 2 will be coming up later this week.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Bagel Bits with Tyler. And again, we had a lot of people that are calling, and we appreciate that, but it seems like they kind of come through me too, is that they want to change their address, or maybe they moved. Springtime, a lot of people are starting to move into different apartments, whatnot, whatever it may be. But call us so that the old wind doesn't go to your address, and there's people that are taking your subscription. Come on now. So we got a lot of great content and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to make mention of the question of the issue. You came up with it. It was pretty cool. I liked it. What was it?
Your best or worst gambling story? Or
Casino
story.
The casino story.
Yeah.
Are we gonna share, or do we wait, or what do you guys think?
No, let's do it.
Rip it off.
All right, so
I forgot mine.
I forgot
I can call mine. I'll go first.
Okay.
All right, so I'll screen share in the win right there. So let me bring that down. I went to Mystic Lake when I was like a younger person before I could go on the gambling floor, and like I always wanted to check it out, and I was like, so anyways, when I finally became of age, I was 19. You only have to be 18 to go on the gambling floor at Mystic Lake. So me, my sister, her guy, and at the time they only had their 2 boys, their 2 oldest boys, and then we took my baby brother and we squeezed into my little Sonic Chevy, my Chevy Sonic. And we floated up to Minneapolis. We went to stay at Mystic Lake, and then that night we were just feeling lucky, so we went to go gamble. And my sister was pregnant at the time with her youngest boy named Bray. And I think she gave me her pregnancy luck because I went to one machine. I gave her some money to gamble on, and then I went and put my money in this like weird taco machine or whatever. And I just remember because it had a real big seat and we were sitting by each other, and had like the big old buttons. And I don't know. I just kept winning, and then I ended up hitting like a jackpot, like 8 something, and I just kept playing. And I played on different machines, but I ended up walking out with like $1,000. So.
Wow, that is awesome. Cool.
That was like the best one. So the one and only time that I did win.
And that segment is brought to you by what casino you went to? Go for it.
I remembered mine.
All right.
It was my first time playing blackjack. I came in with 25, and I was kind of broke at the time. I was in the process of moving down here to Winnebago from South Sioux. So I was kind of broke. I was like, only got $25. I might as well. And then it was just blackjack. And I kind of get beginner's luck with certain things. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So a new game. Anyway, I ended up leaving with about $250.
Let's go.
And that did pay for my moving truck to come down.
Nice.
So I didn't have to wait till pay.
Very good.
21.
It's always good when it pays for something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Brian.
Well, my story, I didn't take it as I guess a gambling question, which is, whatever it is, because we've all been there, and I still do it and whatever. But I took it as an employee. So my story was regarding the day that we moved from the old trailers at Winnebago to the new building. And of course, the new building has went through several renovations since that point. But I remember it. We tried to get it done in one night.
Wow.
So the casino, back in that day, when the trailers, they were just jam-packed from dusk till dawn. I mean, it was just absolutely packed. They picked a day, closed it so we could literally, on hand carts, on dollies, move the machines, the tables, everything out of the trailers to the new building. And it was also really, really cold, but at the same time, the entire staff got it done. It was fun, it was hectic, it was tiring, exhausting, but it was cool.
Yeah.
And I did that story, and that was my story with it because, for now over 30 years, Winnebago in its continuing efforts supplying, everything to the Winnebago tribe, the Winnebago people, jobs, opportunities, all different kinds of advancements. The casino, Winnebago, has done so much for the Winnebago people, and that was my memory.
They have an anniversary coming up in April, so
Yes.
we did a live remote from Winnebago, and we're kind of in negotiations to see if we can go over there and do that again to bring some of these stories, that Winnebago is a very admirable thing.
Yes.
It affected me when I was going to high school because some of the profits or the money would come over here, but we got an opportunity to go to like Timberwolves games and stuff,
yeah.
And Winnebago would sponsor that. That was very awesome, you know what I mean? And so, but my story, I just said, hey, do you guys remember that meme where the guy is kind of riding into battle, you're all pumped up, it's just payday, let's go, this and that, and then it's the end of the trail when you walk out and stuff, 'cause you're kicking cans, I was like, that's
usually, yes.
that's my worst case story. It summed it up into a meme, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of good stories. Of course, we know we all have different things. We've seen big winners, hopefully, everyone here has a chance to hit the big one in their lifetime and that kind of stuff. But, again, without Winnebago started so many things. Its revenue created so many opportunities for the Winnebago tribe. There's the days before Winnebago, and now there's days after that. Nothing can compare to what they've done.
We're gonna call you in before you host The Answer Is.
Okay.
We want to talk about that ref subject. I know you need to get to your cyber security awareness training that the Winnebago IT department, shout out to them. They help us out and they make sure that we're on the air and everything too. So Brandon, Ryan, the crew down there, Chris, and everybody, Donovan. So appreciate them. And I know that Kevin's down there. He's gonna try to get a recording of that. But also, too, we just kind of want to put that public service announcement that if you get an email and it looks suspicious or it says, click here. I even seen it like where they're kind of using my name as communications officer, like, hey, do you have a minute? And then you respond back, like, for what? And they're like, I need you to go get some gift cards and stuff. That was like what they call a phishing email and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not from me. If you have ever a doubt, check the email address. The email address is very important because often, most of the time, it is from like, let's say the WinnebagoTribe.com or, Winnebago, and it has like a exclamation point in there or something like that. I don't know. Just make sure that, especially our elders, that they're aware as time goes on, And the one that recently popped up, and I don't know if any of our listeners and viewers have experienced this, but that toll one. Hey, you owe a toll.
Yeah.
Click here to pay it, or you can get whatever it may be, a higher ticket or something like that. So just be careful, guys. In this day and age, with all that stuff. So that's cyber security awareness training. We just want to put that public service announcement out there on behalf of the Big Voice. But we're going to talk to you.
Okay.
We're going to go into Ho Chunk Renaissance, and then you're not playing here today, so it's going to be me versus Bethany.
Ooh, okay.
All
So
right.
change some of the questions.
Take me with you.
Yes. So, all righty, guys.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Maisel, come on up here. But what do we got?
All right, so I wanted to make mention, we do have an announcement to share about an event that was scheduled to take place tomorrow, which was going to be the Brain Health Bingo, and it has been rescheduled, and the new day is now going to be March 26th. And so I believe it'll be the same time. It says it'll kick off at 5 p.m. So keep an eye out for that rescheduled announcement. But Brain Health Bingo with the Kiki Jade Crisis Response Team. And that's with the Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System, 12 Clans Unity Hospital.
How much does it cost to play that bingo?
I think it's free $99.
Let's go. We'd like to welcome in our first guest of the day, and we appreciate her time. Coming on over here from Ho Chunk Renaissance. Go ahead and give us your introduction.
Oh, well, myself, Earth Carnes. I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator.
Welcome, and thank you for coming on over here. Ho Chunk Renaissance, you guys have been doing some awesome community programming as far as bingo. I think there was like a game night that you guys hosted, and then now we're kind of transitioning to there's some classes that are coming up. Is that correct? Or they started?
Yes and no. Yes to the Hoite Chonina class that started last week. It's actually canceled this week because of the deaths. So it starts up again on Monday, which is from 5:30 to 6:30. And then, what was it? No.
Yeah,
I keep
think
forgetting.
You got your Wednesdays.
Is
If
it
you want to look,
Wednesday?
Marcel,
Okay.
I got it up for you.
Yeah.
I kept getting my times wrong.
No, you're good.
So Wednesday at 1 to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, and then we had orthography, a lunch and learn based off orthography, which again was canceled this week, so it's next week from
Okay.
the 25th and 26th from 12 to noon at the auditorium at Little Priest.
Nice. All righty. So if you have any questions, Maisel, what is your position over there?
I'm the community outreach coordinator, so I actually deal with a lot of the classes and everything that's reached out to the community.
Yeah.
If you have anything about mailing, I'm the one that you would call. And if there's any questions about the website, anything with the media, I'm also the one that you would get a hold of so we can take care of it.
Right.
Our phone number is 402-878-4135.
Okay.
My extension is 2816.
Okay. Alrighty. So if you guys have any questions, or if you know of anybody, maybe you even took this class and you need a refresher, more than welcome to join in, and make sure you just get a hold of her. Also, I think around April, I remember helping with this down at the big screen, but you guys do some egg hunting, right?
Yeah, that is in the process. So the flyer will be coming out, but it'll be like exactly a week from Good Friday when we start the clues.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have the eggs. We're working on that. And then two other events that are going to be coming up is also our scavenger hunt that will start in May. So just keep an eye out on the flyer for that.
Yeah.
We also have Ho Chunk Passport, which will either start at the end of May or June.
Okay.
So, and I'm not exactly sure how long they want that, but that will start then.
Very nice. I got a story about those eggs. I never found one. I went and looked a couple times and stuff, but I was trying to use the clues. There was one that says, I hear trains and all this and that and stuff. So I was down by the train tracks, but they end up finding it by the football field or something. You know, you still can hear the train from there. But one time I was working for Lucky 77 Casino, and it was a short stint that I was working for them and stuff, but it was kind of like in their marketing. They used to have that golden egg hunt down there, and so I'd made the flyer. And one day they said, "Hey, just be careful because seriously, like people will follow you home to see if you're gonna hide that egg." So one time we literally had to like sneak off and go hide these eggs. I swear, we were on that road by the railroad tracks by Walt Hill, and I just threw it out. You know what I mean? Like I didn't place it or anything like that. I just threw it out. They found it. I thought for sure they would not find it, man, but they found it, man. I was like, wow, so I don't know where they found them last year, but I know these are great prizes and appreciate you guys doing that. And you guys put them in the language.
Yeah, the clues are in the language, so each egg will have a clue in the language, and it's really up to the participant to figure that out.
Yeah.
On their own.
And the staff will be able to translate and help as well, right?
As far as I know, they do. So this is my first year, so I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, they have that.
It's almost a reason to go visit Ho Chunk Renaissance. It's like, hey, can you help us translate? Because a lot of the kids do it, and the parents and the grandparents, the guardians, whoever. When it's nice out, and you might as well, if you're going to do some walking, that's healthy living, it's a physical activity. You get to do some family bonding and whatnot. You might as well find some prizes.
Win some prizes, hopefully.
Definitely. So, any questions for her?
No, I just thought that the last year's prizes were pretty cool, so hopefully I can get out there and do some egg hunting this year.
Yeah. We'll help you with the big screen, and then we'll also be announcing it on the radio station and stuff for all those egg hunters and stuff. Man, I have the best of memories too because Grandview Park. When I was a little guy, I'm talking about 5 years old.
Yep.
My parents and the family would get together and let's go up to the egg hunt. This is your area and all this and that and stuff. And it would be kind of like, all right, any marks, get set, go. One time, and I think I remember this, but they even had a plane come down and like it spread the eggs all over, and it was behind Walmart back when not the new Walmart, the Super Walmart. One? Yeah, I'm dating myself. But
the old Walmart.
You gotta say it like that, but yeah. And I thought that was pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
That's really neat.
For real. Anyway, so it's a good physical activity, and then also you're learning in the process, which takes place at your bingo games and community night and everything too.
Yeah, and then the lunch and learn, the orthography actually helps out with you understanding how the letters are worked and you actually pronouncing it right. So please come.
Yes.
Tuesday and Wednesday next week.
Well, thank you for coming here. If you have any questions, we'll reach out to you and keep sending us the flyers. A lot of information is posted down at the big screen as well. So thank you for sending those. And appreciate you joining us here today. Any shout outs or anything like that you want to make mention?
No.
No, Mr. Michael, right?
I'm good. Bye. Honey chachawi.
All right.
That's like my favorite word to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, later.
See ya, my soul.
You know who we haven't heard in a while? And somebody text her, somebody message her, DM her, whatever it may be, is Sunshine Thomas Baird.
Yeah,
and she used to come up this day of and stuff. So we're going to have to get back into that routine. I was watching some videos and I took some trainings and stuff. But one of the things that they made mention is before you try to go to sleep and stuff at night, try to read a book. And remember I said I haven't read a book in a long time and stuff. Well, this the other day, my mom gave me this one. It's called Stringing Rosaries. And it's about the history, the unforgivable, and the healing of the Northern Plains American Indian boarding school survivors.
That is awesome.
And I started it last night, and it was pretty cool. But right off the bat, I'm going to read this for you guys. And let me know what you guys think here. But it says, Part 1, the history. And it has a quote, and this quote is from the report of the United States Commissioner for Indian Affairs back in 1881. It says, savage and civilized life cannot live and prosper on the same ground. One of the two must die. Yeah, I mean, and then they have a picture, and Ben came up to talk about him, and Sunshine came up to talk about him. But there's a guy named Captain Richard Pratt. He's the one that had the thought and the feeling to do the boarding school. and boarding schools, and this the methodology and everything, and it's just like, oh my goodness. So I'll let you know how this it seems like it's like testimonials of boarding school survivors. But yeah, if you have an opportunity, let us know. Maybe we can kind of start a book reading club, or maybe a show where we talk about a book. And
Mackie? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, something that is very instrumental in our impacts our lives and stuff. But
Definitely.
I thought that was pretty cool. Just how we doing on our New Year's resolutions and stuff, because mine was something similar to this, is to keep educating yourself. One of the things that I always heard is degrees don't have expiration dates. So you can always get a degree whenever you need to and stuff like that. But to educate your mind, go through experiences and stuff, and how that relates to education and stuff is pretty interesting. But yeah, I just want to make mention of that.
Definitely. I think just to kind of follow your lead on the New Year's resolutions, about 50-50 for me. I gotta kick it into high gear. I felt like last week when we went and did our remote shows and remote coverage and stuff.
Man,
I kind of impressed myself. So
you did,
I'm gonna keep on the up and up. So.
Right. So just to recap what happened last week too, guys, it was pretty exciting for us because we got to cover Bancroft Rosalie. They had a combination of native students on there, as well as non-native students and student athletes, I should say. But yeah, they did pretty good. They won that first round. Dropped that second round, and then dropped that third place game and stuff. But just to make it there, they were the only state, team in Nebraska that had some natives on it that really kind of made an impact in the state tournament. So that was cool. And then we did a live remote for Winnebago Talks, Big Voice Radio.
Yeah.
Big Voice Sports Radio.
Big Voice Sports talk show.
Yeah. How'd you like that?
I thought it was really nice. I really liked how we kind of made our little makeshift studio, and we found a nice little spot and everything. Because one thing that it's not that I was sitting there anticipating it, oh god, dreadful, but the claustrophobic feel that you get when you're all packed down there on the court side like that. Yeah. For us to be up where we were at that first game, with space, we had nice area to move around and stuff and breathe, and just. We had our setup, so we didn't have to worry about space-wise and stuff like that. So I liked where we were at. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Definitely. I hated it.
Why?
You know why? You know why? Because those steps. Yeah. Oh my God, man.
Why? Forgot all about it.
It was good to get
out of my memory. It's why?
But
it was hard. Yeah.
We found the spot, so we had to take a trip up there and do some recon, and this is it,
12 flight of stairs.
But man, I forgot a piece of equipment. I had to go all the way back down and recheck in, and then the parking lot, we were 2 football fields away from the Bethani Center. Run back in, go up the steps, and I was like, man, this is for the birds. No. But other than that, it was a great game. The fans are great. Everybody that commented on the Big Voice Sports Show did awesome, phenomenal. We had started the discussion about the refs. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what the fellas got to say when they have. It's not going to be this tomorrow, right?
Next week. They'll be back next week with a new episode. But I wanted to add on to that one thing that I really like whenever we get to kind of rally together like that and support our communities, our youth that are on a team that isn't in the local area. Well, Bancroft's in the local area, so I don't even know why I said that. But you know what I mean? They go to a different school outside of Winnebago, Walt Hill, or Omaha Nation, or even Santee, and everybody rallies together the way they do.
Right.
Our communities come together like that, and I really like to see that. So
yeah, especially basketball, football, and wrestling. There's this all kind of good things. Yes. Like you said, with Santee, they reached out and we helped them out when they made their trip. That was phenomenal. That was history making for us, not only for us but for them as well. Yep. And Ponca relatives and Omaha relatives and us and anybody in the Siouxland area and stuff. I know that out during the Panhandle out there too, some of those teams, they take place, but it seemed like the state girls basketball tournament, there's some controversy on that, which is going to lead us into our next section here. Yep. We're going to have a little discussion about the refs and stuff, but before we do have some public service announcements. We have make mention, we have powwow alerts. We have a powwow alert that's coming up.
Yes.
We have a blizzard, and then we have Did You Know? So let's do those three things and stuff. I'll let you kind of drive.
Okay. Let's go into our powwow announcement first.
Okay.
And so, let me kick that one off. And so, bring this guy up here. So this one's going to be for an upcoming 14th annual Wombly Sapa Memorial Powwow, Saturday, April 19th. And so for our viewers that are online, I'll bring that up for you. And so they'll have the kickoff for this event starting with a grand entry at 1 p.m. But first they'll have invocations at 12:40 p.m. This is hosted by the SLH and Intertribal Student Council. The event is free 99 and open to the public. Art, dance, and food. Ooh, I see a familiar name on there. MC, head staff, DJ guaranteed in the house with Eddie Z, the urban MC. I start rapping. What you guys do? And then arena director James Mincy, headman Maurice Phillips, head lady Carrie Marie Hinman, and committee chair Cornelius Levering. So you have to keep an eye out. We did have Cornelius join us here in the studio, so we'll have to roll that video out to kind of talk about that. He was kind of telling us about the thought and feeling behind taking the lead on putting and organizing this event together.
We'll share this on the Big Voice Facebook page if you guys want to pull that down and share it with your contacts and stuff. You're more than welcome to do that. I know how hard it is to put together a one-day celebration from last Bear Moon and stuff. So it's going to be a good time down in Omaha, Nebraska. If you have an opportunity, circle the date.
And then to lastly make mention, the location is going to be at the Sapp Fieldhouse in Omaha, Nebraska.
And going to be featuring Invited Drums, Winnebago's own new breed singers from right here in the Winnebago homelands.
Nice. Awesome. Beautiful flyers. So yeah, that's what we got for the 14th annual. And so minimize that bad boy. And
I think too, Omaha Tribe is going to be having a round dance, community healing round dance.
Yep.
I don't have the information on that and stuff, but I think that they mentioned of a poster that's out there. Just got to get that information and we'll share it. If somebody wants to come up, talk about that, you're more than welcome to do that, especially in community healing. Our neighboring tribe and the proximity and everything affects each other. You know, a lot of these guys, they play basketball together and everything too. And I know that there's been a strings of tragedies that have been happening on both reservations and stuff too. So anything that we could do to do community healing, well, we're all for it and stuff too. So.
And then we wanted to make mention of the weather.
Yes.
Okay, so
what do we got?
We have the blizzard warning that is from earlier this morning. Expect changes, stay advised, and please prepare. So we have blizzard conditions expected for Wednesday.
Okay.
So the blizzard warning will begin at 1 a.m. and go to 10 p.m. Wednesday.
Really?
Blizzard conditions are expected with northerly wind gusts of 50 miles per hour winds up to 65 miles per hour winds, even in areas that receive lower snow amounts. Whiteout conditions will make travel extremely difficult to impossible. Several inches of snow are possible with a sharp cutoff to the south. The Wednesday morning and evening commutes will be affected.
Wow. Did we time travel back to like December, January when we're supposed to get these blizzards? It is March 18th. How crazy is that? Yesterday, I went for a walk. It was beautiful.
Yes.
And I took my coat off, you know what I mean? I was like, there's no way we're going to have a blizzard. Those weathermen are just trying to get us to buy bread. You remember that? All the bread goes missing during the blizzard and stuff. Is your mic on?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. Appreciate those announcements. Did you know with DJ Bethany's coming around the corner? Hold up. I got one. Yes.
All right. And then we do have... Wait, I had to bring my little nice video up. So... Our Did You Knows this week are brought to you by our one and only MC Eeps.
Okay.
He came and put these on my radar.
Yeah, and just to recap, I love this story. I love the Did You Know that dolphins name each other. So we always say around the office and stuff, your dolphin name. Nah.
Start laughing like that.
But go for
No
it.
cussing on the radio.
This one was, it came as, did you know that birds do not urinate? And it says, while it might seem counterintuitive, birds do not urinate in the same way that mammals do. Instead, they excrete waste, including nitrogenous waste, through a single opening called the cloaca, which also serves for mating and egg laying.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes.
You knew that? How? That is crazy. So, I got a question for you guys. Let's talk about it here. Do you see it as a blessing when a bird,
No.
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 It said birds lack a bladder and urethra, the organs responsible for storing and releasing urine in mammals. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Wow, thank you,
But it's also,
MCE.
it's also one of the reasons why when they're picking for the small pebbles is because the pebbles that they swallow help with digestion of whatever they've eaten.
Oh, okay. So that's why the pheasants are always along,
Yeah,
gravel
I guess,
side or
yes.
something. Man, we took one out the other day. Poor guy. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh man, I hit a bunny that one day we were coming back from Lincoln. Oh, it made me feel so bad.
okay, we got to keep it.
And so the next one, it was snakes can see with their eyes closed or something like
Yes.
that. So snakes don't have eyelids.
Oh, is it because of the tongue?
No,
That's how they smell.
they have a transparent protective scale called a brill or spectacle that covers their eyes, allowing them to see even when their eyes are seemingly closed.
Wow. That is, I did not know
No
that.
eyelids, so unlike most animals, snakes lack eyelids. They cannot blink or close their eyes in the traditional sense.
Huh. I never had a pet snake.
No.
I know a lot of
Me
people that
neither.
had them, but
No, thank you.
yeah,
I mean, no, thank you.
I had a chameleon, and that's as far as I got. I got a tortoise. I mean, the tortoise is huge. I mean, he's
I have a
my
cousin
lawnmower.
that used to chase us with like snakes and like just little like critters that they found and bugs, and so I'm terrified of snakes.
Yeah.
Got
Remember
chased with
that
one.
time I said, bring your pet in? We were going to do pet day or something like that. I think that's coming around the corner and stuff.
Yep.
So we should. But I'll bring my tortoise in. He's huge, and he looks kind of scary and stuff like that. But we got him. He was the size of a quarter. And I'll give you the picture and stuff. But my son, he named him Sonic. He's the slowest thing on earth and stuff. But, Sonic's supposed to be real fast. Anyways, he's Sonic the tortoise.
That's cool, tortoise.
But wait, is there more?
There's one more.
Oh.
So this one was kind of my favorite because I was telling DJ Guaranteed about it, and we were just like, can you imagine? Like, what the heck? But a blue whale's tongue can weigh as much as an elephant. I said it wrong. An elephant is as big as a blue whale's tongue or something like that.
Can weigh as much.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's true that a blue whale's tongue can weigh as much as an elephant, with the tongue alone potentially reaching over 3 tons.
Jeez. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow, that is crazy.
I didn't know that, but I did know that. The question was asked a long time ago, like, when whales eat, krill, the little small fish,
yeah.
that's what they survive on, and that kind of stuff. And they'll wipe out an entire colony and all that, in one bite and all that. Would it swallow a human? The technical answer is yes, but because they're used to, the very tiny krill and whatever else, they would actually regurgitate you.
They just spit you back out.
Wow.
More or less, yes. And it's, I guess, not as savory as it may sound. So, but yeah.
So like the last, it just said, why so big? Blue whales are filter feeders, and their large tongues are crucial for pushing massive amounts of water out of their mouths after they've taken in large quantities of water to filter out the krill, as MCBKC said.
Nice. I did not know those 3 things. Good job. We're going to ride into this controversial subject here.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about refs. All right, MCBKC, give us the background.
Yeah, a question was posed to the communications department, and in the last and most recent issue of the Winnebago Indian News, I wrote an editorial titled, I'm blind, I'm deaf, because you've all done that cheer when you were at a basketball game, a football game, or whatever, because the perceived bias in officiating has seemed to come to a crescendo once again here in Winnebago. And so the question is posed, is there a bias in officiating when it comes to competitors of Winnebago athletes and students, or even people? Because of course everybody focuses, and we've all been there, we've all seen that high school athletics, and it seems like you're also playing the refs and that type of thing. So we wanted to basically court the information and see what type of experiences you would be able to share with us. So there is the hard copy editorial in the latest issue of the Win, but we also posted this on our social media yesterday, and it's already starting to gain traction and gain steam. It's been shared several times, people answering in their own ways, which is what we hoped it would do, to bring to light what they feel is a bias in officiating for Winnebago competitors. So,
Definitely.
where do you fall in this?
We want to hear from you guys, right? Is that what
pretty much,
Go to
yes.
social media there and share your story, whatever it may be. I seen some comments. Late last night, it had me up because I was thinking about it, and I was like, wow. So I put my 2 cents in there. You have to go read it and check it out. Let me know what you guys think on that one.
Okay, I'd seen you commented, but I didn't read them yet. So.
Yeah. You have any input or...
No, but I mean, like, I guess my input on it is like as a bystander or, you know, like someone just watching. I do see it. Like, I could see it. Like,
Yeah.
I won't, I don't know, like put a big flashlight on it. But I recently seen an instance where I watched the 2 boys going at, or like one boy was blocking him, and, or how do you say that? Like,
Which game?
it was a basketball
Okay.
game. And so he was on defense.
Uh-huh.
And so the boy that had the basketball, like, elbowed or punched him, but the boy that got elbowed and punched was the one that got the foul.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that just blew my mind. I was just sitting there fixating on it because I didn't understand it. Like, he didn't hit him at all or nothing, but he got hit, but he got the foul.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand that, so.
There was a lot of stuff out there, and there's so many stories, you know, especially the people that either had children themselves, you know, that are playing, or they themselves were the athletes. We've all experienced it in different ways, you know, and there's a few occurrences that stand out in my mind. Of course, we're talking about most recently at the girls wrestling championship. I do not believe she was pinned. Seeing the I wasn't there live, you know, but seeing the video, I'm like, girl, you were robbed. And I mean that in that, you know, that way. And it's like, well, it went the way it did. But also going back a number of years, when David Winget was in high school, they were playing down, it was either West Point or one of the towns there. They were playing, you know, at that gym. I used to shoot videos, and I remember very specifically, he got called for a foul. And where I was in the vantage point, the opposing team's cheerleaders were behind the players. So I had the video. You could see one of the cheerleaders' faces through the entire exchange. David never touched the boy.
Wow.
And it's like, where's the foul? You know, because the girl's face is right there, and it's never blocked, or, you know, he doesn't touch him in any way. But still, you see these bad calls and whatever. Now, Winnebago went on, of course, to basically smash them. But it was like, you know, those things happened, whether it was a close contest or, you know, a blowout.
Yeah.
So...
It's pretty interesting. I think we need more refs of native descent to understand that. I know I was kind of talking to Quince and Buff about it and stuff, and they made mention that even people from Winnebago expect them to call Winnebago's way. Like, they'll like look the other way or whatever and stuff, but he's, you know, they made mention their coaches and stuff, and that's not a coachable moment and stuff, you know what I mean? So I thought that was very appreciative, and understand their point of view. A lot of people are going to say, you know, why don't you just become a ref if you're going to complain about it? There's that statement too.
Sure.
There's just other things. I know Sydney Tuttle is a ref, helps out too, and I'd like to get his perspective. I think there's one of the Taylor boys that
Josh Taylor.
Yeah, that also does some refereeing. I'd like to get his perspective on kind of how it is and things like that. I was talking to my old lady about it, and we were making mention, and I said, well, it's getting better. It's getting better and stuff, you know. So I think that we just got to keep making awareness about it. there's good comments, there's bad comments, there's your opinion, and that's what we want.
Yeah.
Is your opinion. You know, share a story, let us know if there's a way we can fix it, what we can do. I just seen before we went on the air, this wasn't in the area, but there was a contest, it was a semifinal game, and I want to say it was probably in like Kentucky or something. But they got mad at the ref, and they start throwing like trash at him, and he had to be escorted out of the building and stuff, and totally away from the reservation or anything like that. So it's not just us.
Yeah.
It's this, and the reporter said that officiating game had 22 calls for one team and compared to only 7 to the other team. So is there something going on there? You know what I mean?
It makes you wonder, you know, because again, the Winnebago experience is usually where we are on the losing end of the stick, you know, and whether that's high school sports, Worthington or wellness teams, you know, in the leagues that they play in, because it also happens there. I was a coach there and saw it myself again. And then even in the adult leagues, there's different types of bias that happens and whatever else. So my answer to the question is yes, bias does exist, but the reasoning is usually very, very different, and how people experience it, of course, is it goes the entire, you know, myriad of where they saw it, how it came to them, all these kind of, the spectrum is very, very broad.
In this day and age, there's a lot of video, there's equipment, there's AI video, all this and that. I don't know if they need to put a chip into the ball or whatever it may be and stuff, you know. Maybe it already exists, but even down to when it gets down to the high school level, because it's so, we had it messes with the psyche, you know what I mean, like whatever it may be and stuff. Is there like sensors that can put on wrestling mats or something to make sure that both things are on the shoulder blades are on that's the actual pin and stuff, because that was the championship game. Or wrestling match, I'm sorry, I keep calling it the game, but it's the wrestling match. And you know what it does to that person is very psychological.
Yes, and you know, to that point, I was a certified official way back in the early 90s for volleyball. And one of the things that we were taught, and then even in coaching and club coaching and whatever else, because you have to basically, the team's referee when they're not playing. So you have to share that with your athletes. And the thing that they always try to push forward is that the game is better when the officiating goes unnoticed. And to that point, you know, it's like, okay, you got to make calls, you got to award points, all this kind of stuff. You go through what I call the administration. But when the officials get involved, that's when it has more of an impact on that type of thing. And to that point, one thing has very much changed in the sport that I follow, which is volleyball, and I really do not like it. There are quality touches, which means that, of course, if you hit the ball, you know, you serve the ball, you're striking it. But when you're setting or you're passing, it's possible for you to lift or carry the ball, meaning you've held on to it too long. Now, officiating has changed, especially in the men's game, to where I'm watching college games and these guys are basically doing a two-handed slam over the net, and I absolutely hate it. Because the way I was raised in the game, it's like you do not hold on to the ball. You know, it's a quickest touch, as quick as it can be. And I mean, it's like if the ball was like a basketball, they take it and throw it down in the ground. And that's legal now because the quality touch has been removed, because people were complaining and the referee, you know, calling double hits and this kind of stuff. And I mean, you guys they went too far. You got to take it back. So you're ruined, and in my opinion, you're ruining the game, but you're also ruining the athlete. The abilities of top-notch setters is no longer necessary.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because the worst ball handling in the world can happen, and it's also even in the women's game, because now you see, you know, middle blockers setting, and it's like spinning through the air, and it's like that would never ever fly in previous years, but now it's like, oh, it's okay. So too far.
Thank you for that discussion. I know that it'll continue on to the Big Voice Sports Show, which is going to be next Wednesday. So make sure you tune in for that. And let's make sure you leave a comment, and let's try to figure out a way so that the young ones that are in the sports and stuff don't get hurt or don't mess with their psyche and all this and that and stuff too. But
and I hope you guys bring up the subject, because I think this is basically an offshoot of officiating or bad officiating, flopping.
Oh, yeah.
The allowance of that, it's like, oh my God, that most recent one where he did it again, and it's unwatchable. I mean, you can hate me all you want, but that man ruined that game. Ruined it. So.
All right. Okay. So I think we're going into the next item here.
Yeah.
Is that the Pink Panther one?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like you're creeping up on something. So, yeah.
The answer
Tiptoed.
is
Yes.
all right. Should I step out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna step out first.
Yep. So the answer B, this being Milt, we're going to have Guaranteed versus DJ Bethani. All right. Da, 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 da. So again, while Garan is exiting, don't forget, if you want to change your address for the Winnebago Indian News, or you want to get the Winnebago Indian News, simply get a hold of Tyler, Tyler, Tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com. Give your updated address or your information, and she will enter it into the system, and you will start receiving the Winnebago Indian News in your mailboxes. All right. So, in the answer B, this being Milt, you guys got to figure that out still. There are 5 questions. They have multiple choice for 4 of them, but one of them you just have to know outright.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get started. Question number 1. Yesterday was St. Patty's Day. Did you wear your green?
No.
What color was originally associated with the patron saint? Do you know it outright, or do you want the multiple choice?
My intrusive thought wanted to say a color, but I'll
Okay.
take the multiple choice.
So the choices are blue, red, gold, orange. What color was originally associated with St. Patrick?
Man, why do I feel like it was orange? But I'm going to go with gold.
Gold, okay.
Yeah.
So that is letter C. Okay. This is the one that you just have to know outright. There is no multiple choice. Question
Okay.
number 2. Eat them up every morn. Lucky Charms is a breakfast cereal themed for the lucky characters, icons, and lore. What is the tagline for that iconic brand?
For Lucky Charms? Man, I love Lucky Charms. It's my favorite cereal. One of my favorite cereals.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms.
What's the tagline?
Ugh. I was about to put them all together. It's like, great. No, just kidding. Shoot, what is it? Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms.
All right, time's up.
Man, so,
What's the tagline for Lucky
it's,
Charms?
good. I don't know.
Good. Okay, that's all right. You gonna go with that?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right, back to multiple choice. Question number 3. This past weekend, the night skies were treated to a blood moon partial eclipse. The full moon turned to the crimson hue in the dark night sky, and it truly was gorgeous. When is the next lunar eclipse set to appear?
I just watched a video about this.
Do you know it outright, or do you want the multiple
No, I'll
choice?
take the multiple choice.
A. September 2025. B. October 2028. C. June 2026. D. December 2027. September 2025. October 2028. June 2026. December 2027.
I'm gonna go with September 2025.
Letter A?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 4 then. This coming weekend, Planet Comic-Con returns to Kansas City. Over the weekend, the event will attract nearly 100,000 patrons. Check it out if you can, because it really is fun. How many years has that event been in Kansas City? It is a huge Comic-Con type event. They have a trade show, they have a display floor, they have celebrity guests.
I don't know. When the insurance kid were telling me about it, I want to go. Like, I want to go.
It is 3 days. It is Friday through Sunday this coming weekend. Kansas City Convention Center, downtown Kansas City. You can go to all 3 days or 1 day. Tickets are available at the box office. Bring your shoes because you'll do a lot of walking, but it is fun. So, how many years has that event been in Kansas City? Do you know it outright, or do you want multiple choice?
I'll take multiple choice.
12 years, 18 years, 26 years, 39 years.
Um, 26.
26. That is letter C. Okay. So then finally, question number 5. You guys were talking about a book earlier. A few months ago, Kathy Coates, author of the book To Banish Forever, came to Angel Decorum Museum on the Little Priest Tribal College campus for a book signing and reading session. Her book is amazing. Pick it up if you can. The story is mainly located in which place? Do you know it outright, or do you want the multiple choice?
I'll take multiple choice.
To Banish Forever by Kathy Coates is located in Rochester, Minnesota, Black River Falls, Wisconsin, St. Paul, Minnesota, Mankato, Minnesota.
Mankato, Minnesota.
D?
Yeah.
All right, so that is the 5 questions there. All right, guaranteed.
We'll get homeboy.
Yep. We'll bring it back in. So don't forget, again, the Winnebago Indian News is a bi-weekly publication of the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. If you would like to receive it and you do not, you simply get a hold of our circulation manager, Tyler, Tyler, Tyler.snake at WinnebagoTribe.com. She will add you to the list, or any of your relatives, if they do not get the hard copy of that, then they can give her their address and they will have it mailed to you with the next coming issue. Also, don't forget our electronic version is tagged to the Winnebago Tribe's website, WinnebagoTribe.com, as well as our own social media. All right, guaranteed, there's 5 questions. 4 of them have multiple choice, but 1 of them you have to just know outright.
Okay.
All right, so question number 1 is multiple choice. If you know it outright, say the answer, or I'll give you the options, okay?
Okay.
Yesterday was St. Patty's Day. Did you wear your green?
I sure did.
What color was originally associated with the patron saint, St. Patrick?
It was green.
Green? Okay. Do you want to say that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, green. The options were
That was like a curveball question,
blue,
right?
red, gold, and orange.
Oh.
Okay, so you did not get it right. And Bethany said gold. The correct answer was blue.
Was it blue?
I was
Yes.
going to say orange, honestly.
Yes, and I believe it's called Vatican blue or something like that.
Really?
Yes. So
Did not know that.
yeah, because of St. Patrick's was not an Italian, or excuse me, an Irishman. He was Italian, I believe.
Wow.
Born in England, but of
So we're
Italian
0-0.
descent. Yes, 0-0.
A blue St. Patty's Day.
I thought it was one of those
Imagine.
curveball questions, you know what I mean? So, okay.
Okay, this is the one that you have to know outright. There is no multiple choice. Eat them up every morn. Lucky Charms is a breakfast cereal themed for the lucky characters, icons, and lore. What is the tagline for the iconic brand?
I'm
Lucky
creeping over
Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Oh, man.
What's the tagline?
Oh, let's see here. They're great. And that's not them.
Okay, that's what Bethany was had in her head.
Lucky Charms. They're scrumptious.
Scrumptious? You gonna go with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And Bethany said, good. So as soon as I say frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious.
Magically
Yes.
delicious.
So there you go. So
Dang.
again, 0-0.
Oh, man.
No worries, no worries.
Oh, man. Tyler needs to get back. ASAP.
No, she's probably eating Lucky Charms right now. Ah, these guys. So, okay. Question number 3 then. Back to multiple choice if you need it. This past weekend, the night skies were treated to a blood moon partial eclipse.
Yep.
The full moon turned to a bright crimson hue in the dark night sky, and it really was gorgeous. I saw it.
Like at 3 o'clock in the morning or something, right?
Close.
Yeah.
When is the next lunar eclipse set to appear?
Oh,
Do you
I
know
need
it
multiple
outright?
choice.
All right.
No.
A, September 2025. B, October 2028. C, June 2026. D, December 2027.
I'm going with September just because weird stuff happens during my birthday month.
And that is Bethany's answer as well, and you are both correct.
Yes,
This
let's
coming
go.
September, it will actually be a full lunar eclipse as opposed to the partial that we saw. So get ready for that.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
So
And
is that the one where it goes in front of the sun?
the moon, the Earth goes in front of the moon, and the moon goes black.
Oh,
Well, mostly. So, yep.
is it hard to see?
No, not really. If the sky's clear, you can still see it floating there. It looks kind of crazy, but
Is it?
Yeah, it's not bright in any way, so we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are 1-1. All right.
Question number 4.
Question number 4 then. This coming weekend, Planet Comic-Con returns to Kansas City. Over the weekend, that event will attract nearly 100,000 patrons to downtown Kansas City, the convention center.
Are we going? No.
Check it out if you can, because it really is fun. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can go all 3 days or one day. There's a trade show. There's celebrity guests all throughout the weekend. It really is fun. Just bring your walking shoes, because you'll have a ton of steps in. How many years has the event Planet Comic-Con been in Kansas City?
I would say
There's
this
choices.
is okay. I want the choices.
Okay.
But I'm going to see if 20 is on there. Go for it.
Okay. 12, 18, 26, 39.
Okay.
How many years has Planet Comic-Con been in Kansas City?
I'm going to stay in the 20s, so I'm going to go with 26.
That is letter C, and Besme said that as well, and you were both correct.
Oh!
Yes, it started in 1999 in Overland Park in Lenexa, which is kind of in the southern part of the city, and then moved to the convention center downtown.
Comes down
And
to
it
this.
is packed, but it's still a good time. So, all right, question number 5. We are tied 2-2.
What are we betting? We're betting lunch or something? Or we got
I'm so old. I'm not good for it.
So you guys were talking about a book earlier. I heard you guys mentioning that. So question number 5 with multiple choice. A few months ago, Kathy Coates, author of the book To Banish Forever, came to Angel Decorum Museum on the Little Priest Tribal College campus for a book signing and reading session. Her book is amazing. Pick it up if you can. The story, To Banish Forever, is mainly located in which place?
I want to say, is it multiple choice?
Yes.
I'm
or
going to
you
say
know it outright.
lacrosse, but I want the multiple choice.
So, A, Rochester, Minnesota, Black River Falls, Wisconsin, St. Paul, Minnesota, or Mankato, Minnesota.
Oh, man, lacrosse is ain't on there. Okay.
Rochester,
Yeah.
Black River Falls,
Okay.
St. Paul, Mankato.
I'm going to go with Mankato.
That is letter D. And Besame's answer as well, and you are both correct.
Oh!
Now, it also goes into Mankato and Blue Earth County, but it is mainly located in the town city of Mankato.
Wow.
Yes. A very, very good book. If you can pick it up, it's called To Banish Forever, and the author is Kathy Coates, Kathy with a C.
Okay, to break the
Yes, we have
tie,
tiebreakers.
we're going to do...
Some more.
yeah.
Well, I have 2 tiebreakers, okay? So the first one, who wants to go first?
First one to answer. Oh, okay,
Yes,
I got you. Ladies first, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, ladies first.
Okay, so Besme gets to answer first, and you can say the same thing, Garan, if you want, okay? March, for the most part, it carries which title in the Ho-Chunk calendar?
Dang, I have that calendar and I was looking at it. I wanted all these things memorized. But I'm forgetful. I got the memory of Dory. Come on now.
Just
I'm
keep
digging
swimming.
deep. I know I'm digging deep into my archive.
I'll
It
give you a
is-
hint for both of you. It's not the last bear moon.
Or the first bear moon.
Or the new. The new bear moon.
What is the title for March in the Ho-Chunk calendar, for the most part?
It is raccoon. Or wait, no. Deer calling. Wait, no. Wait.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to write it down.
Yeah,
so-
my bad.
No,
Yeah, I'll
don't
go
worry.
with deer matings. Or deer mating moon or something like that.
Deer mating moon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Final answer.
Yeah, I'll lock that in.
Close. You were close.
Yes. Guaranteed. Do you have an answer?
I do.
Okay, and it is. March is.
Raccoon mating moon.
Oh,
And that is correct.
So
yes.
close.
So-
Yes.
Yep, Garan pulled that out because if you guys tied with that, then you had to simply blurt it out for the tiebreaker. Which financial partner installed the new drive-up ATM in Winnebago?
Oh, Liberty National Bank.
Oh,
We believe in you.
Yes.
You got to say the tagline. No.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So yeah.
Oh, shit.
So are we tight? No, I'm just
No.
playing. Good one. Good one.
That was a good one.
Good job. Good job. Good
Okay,
job.
guys, if you have an opportunity, make sure stay safe, keep the kids safe. Blizzard warning. It's not a watch. It's not an advisory. It's a warning. So that means it's going to be treacherous to drive. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be near whiteout conditions where you can't see. So if you need to get some business done, we advise to do that today, guys, if you can and are able to. Yeah, that's all I got.
So we, weather pending, we will have our big hour tomorrow over the noon hour. We have All Request Live at 11 a.m. on Thursday. We'll have the top 5 out here this afternoon, so make sure you get your votes in. We'll have an exciting announcement with that as well.
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
Okay,
Yes.
so those that submit votes, all you have to do is simply cast your vote, and we will include you in a drawing for tickets to the upcoming Winnebago Community Night for the Sioux City Bandits.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Just because you were going to vote anyway.
Yep.
Now you get an opportunity to win a prize. So, I mean, we got some good ones too.
Yes.
I can't wait for that list to come out because I have a feeling. Who was the last week's winner?
It was the reigning winner, which is coming over as Zap and Roger.
Oh my goodness.
I want
it's
to
been
be
up
your
there.
man.
It's been up there for about a month.
Close.
Close, yeah. Getting there.
Yeah. Yes. I think it's going to get knocked off. I think. We'll see. We'll
We
see.
will see.
Anything else?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to everybody that had a hand in making sure that the last round of the blizzard, remember that we had last week or whenever it was, the 1 day thing with the snow removal and stuff like that. But I do want to reiterate the point. If you have stuff to do, get it done because it's going to be bad because originally it was south of us, but now we're dead smack in the center. Yes. It was supposed to like pound Lincoln and Omaha and we would be on the fringe.
Yeah.
Now they moved it north and so we are in literally the heart of it. We're going to get the most snow. But the good thing about it also is the temperature is going to rise and hopefully, you know, the bad conditions won't last very long after.
Yeah. Thank you for that update on that one.
Just have to get through it.
Yes.
Right, for sure. Well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in, all the viewers, everybody. And then also, we need to announce eventually, we do have an unofficial report, but that water election took place.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody casting their votes and stuff. So we'll get somebody on and to discuss that, what the next steps are and what the results were officially.
Yes.
So that's coming, you guys. And if you guys have an idea, always, if you guys want to come and join us, talk about something, we're more than welcome. And like today, we talked about the controversial refs that are taking place and whatever it may be. So yeah, reach out to myself or DJ Bethani and we'll get you guys on air. Winnebago Talks. We appreciate you guys every Tuesday at 11 o'clock right here at the Big Voice Studio in Winnebago, Nebraska. You guys have a good rest of your day and we'll see you next Tuesday.